All right, what's up, Facebook? I'm back at it again. I told you, I'm podcasting today, and I got my man Charles Allen in here, all the way from Hollywood. We're gonna be talking about comedy. We're gonna be talking about all kinds of stuff. So make sure you guys are stay tuned. Again, this is the second interview I had today. So I'm podcasting a lot today. So make sure you guys are checking out the podcast. Make sure you're liking and sharing it. Make sure that you guys are starting to watch party with it. Whatever you do, like, comment, and share. And I will be right back with you with more of the Dre Mack Show.
Yes, sir. Is
What is going on, Facebook? This is your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Podcast Show. Coming to you live again with this portion. We're going to start the audio version. I've been on Facebook and YouTube today almost all day. 12 o'clock interview. Now we're doing a 4 o'clock interview with Charles Allen. So stay tuned. About to get this thing cracking. Dang it. I just literally forgot. Yep, it's all ready. So we're about to get this thing cracking. Here, I thought it took away all my information, but it didn't. And we're about to do the audio version, so let's get into it. You just reached the hottest podcast in your ear right now. This is the Dre Mack Show. Now, without further ado, here is your host, Dre Mack. What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Podcast Show, coming to you live again Thursday evening. And I just had a couple of podcasts today, so I got another podcast from my man Charles Allen, all the way from Los Angeles, California, home of the world champion now Lakers. What's going on with it?
what's up, that boy? Look out there, boy. What's up, that boy?
What's good with it, man? Hey, you know what? I've been looking to do this interview with you. I've been thinking about it. Like, man, I've been trying to tag you, but I know you be busy, and I know you don't be looking at your inboxes all the time. And you really won't. I ain't got no money right now, so I've been trying to get you on this show, man, so we can be able to talk. So we can be able to talk comedy. We could be able to talk what you got going on. You know, all of that stuff, man. You know, and people don't know we go back anyway. So,
tell them the story, man. You gotta tell them how far we go back. Tell them how far we go back, man.
All right, so we did a Pornhub video with some albino midgets, and that's actually we it was at Stanford's. I was doing open mic night at Stanford's. I want to say 2008 and the summer. I just started doing stand up, fresh, don't know nothing about nothing. And I'm doing my bit. And I think on that day, I actually won the open mic contest that night. I'm not for sure. I think I did win open mic. And you came a little bit afterwards, and we got to chopping it up. And, you know, ever since then, we became cool. Now, I did have a Tupac moment. And I had a Tupac moment where, you know, Charles talked to me for a while, but it was all good. It was all good. You know what I mean? But people forget I used to do comedy. You said what?
I seen you since the Tupac moment.
Oh yeah. We talked after that. So I'm gonna tell you, never film while a black barbecue extravaganza is going on. I'm just letting everybody know no, don't do that. No, don't do that at all. Period. I had to apologize to a lot of people that day after all of that was said and done because they was looking for me. They was looking for me. So I'm sorry. I was sure. You know what? It was my fault. I'm sorry. So, you know, it's all good,
we
man.
almost got jumped by the Johnson family reunion.
Seriously. They think it's a joke, but it's for real. It was for real. But man, how's everything been going, man? I know the pandemic, slowed down comedy for a little bit, but I see you back on stage, man. How's everything going?
It's good, man. You know, I had my moment where I wasn't doing nothing, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was going crazy, sitting in the house just trying to figure out a way to keep my mind occupied because I couldn't go on stage. So I just started being creative, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, I was doing, little Zoom show here and there, but for the most part, man, I had to dig down deep and try to tap into something else. Kept writing, and really the thing that saved me, man, I think during the pandemic is working out and running, because I was able to keep my mind fresh by working out. Because if it weren't for that, I was just sitting up in the house watching stuff and, like anybody else, depression or whatever started kicking in, and you gotta try to fight that off. And, and slowly but surely, your gigs and stuff start coming in, and I start working, and it still ain't back to where I was, but it's getting there. At least I can kind of see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you were working on a couple of the shows that's out there. Are you still writing for those shows and production? Getting back on those shows?
Yeah. With that, a lot of the shows in Hollywood got completely shut down. A lot of the studios, the one I was working at in particular, it's been shut down for a while, and I think they recently kind of started trying to film some stuff. But you got to have so many, what is it called, permits, COVID laws, and all this stuff you got to go through it costs just as much money to get a permit to film something as it does to put the money up to pay the phone. So it's difficult right now. But man, all we doing right now is just hoping that it'll get back to normal. I really don't nobody knows when or how we're gonna get back to where it came from. So we really all just kind of riding this whole wave. But yeah, man, I was working on 3 different shows, writing as a writer, and I would write myself into roles, here and there. But mostly I was focusing on writing. And then I signed a contract to do a bigger show on March 6th. And I didn't talk about it. Thankfully, I didn't bring it up and talk about it because on March the 8th, the shutdown happened. So
right.
What's the timing of that?
Right.
Yep. 2 days after I signed the contract, they was like, "Nah, we're gonna put you on ice. We're gonna shut the world down real quick." Ain't that crazy?
Right. And I think that's it is like that with a lot of people in Hollywood and trying to get their craft off, and just the pandemic kind of like halted everything. And it's funny because once we got back, and then you work at a plant, man, all you got to do is wear a mask. You know what I mean? Come in with your mask, wash your hands, and 7,000 people get to work in one place. Where you can get a few actors together to film a scene. I find that kind of suspicious, but that's just me, because I get to put my life on the line to put a part on the car. You know what I'm saying? I need to see some entertainment. So with everything, and like I said, we start off meeting, doing comedy. For the people who he's gone now. We got to get him back. But I'm talking right now with Charles Allen. Everybody who's listening to me on Spotify, iHeartRadio, who's listening to me live on Speaker Radio. I think he had an issue with hearing, and we're about to get it back on here now. Back to the stream. We got it back. Now I can't. Now for some reason I can't hear your audio. For some reason, hold on real quick. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Just don't go nowhere. Just for a second. Let me do this. All right. Can I hear you? Do you hear me now? And now I can't hear him. So StreamYard, y'all need to fix this. This is StreamYard's fault because now I can't. Now I can't hear you. I'm gonna take you back completely off, and I want you to look back in. So we're gonna link him off and go back in. But Charles was actually writing for a few shows on TV One, and especially doing the stand up. And again, the pandemic has shut down a lot of people. I know a lot of people want their entertainment, at the behest of some people's health, But I always feel like if I'm out there, with all these people or whatever, it's so much into it. We want people healthy. You know what I'm saying? If they do the right protocols and stuff like that, not having gathering more than 6 people, or 10 people or whatever and filming the show. We just want more people to get back to work. And that's the biggest thing. Yes, we want our entertainment, but those are those people's livelihoods. And let's see this up again. It was good for a second. Good. Doc, is it on mute? Do you got your side on mute, or because you're not on mute over here? Hold on. I keep unmuting you. My fault. I keep muting you. I still can't hear you, right? Nope. No, I don't know what's going on with the actual audio on your side. You say you're on your Wi-Fi right now, right? Let me see. You get this off of here again. Try to add them. There we go. Now we got some audio. Now we got some audio.
See what this do.
We got to start talking to AT&T and start getting this thing fixed. Because AT&T owe us some money. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you great now.
Okay, I put on my headphones.
Oh yeah, we good now. We good.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right.
We back, baby.
So, we're good.
Y'all can't hold a good dog down for long, you know what I'm saying?
So, I remember the first time we did stand-up together, me and you, we went down to, what was the name of the club? It was over off of Broadway, I believe. Did that show?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That was the first time I actually I was at a show that wasn't at like Stanford's or whatever. You know what I mean? And that experience, because I remember you telling me, you was like, it doesn't matter the stage, just get on it. And I remember going on that stage and I was telling child support jokes.
Yeah.
At the end of that, I had some women come out and really ask me about, am I on child support? What am I doing later on tonight? I was like, is this what I might have to start doing comedy more often? But I remember doing that joke. He was like, man, just continue to hone your career. You got to get as many stages as possible, even if you got to pay a little money, get on the stage. And I don't think a lot of comedians really understand that. Take them into the mind of a comedian, and you telling them to get on stage and why that's important.
I mean, that's everything. That's like a basketball shot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I really don't feel like if you're really serious when you first started out, you know how we was hitting 2 and 3 little mics a night. I don't feel like it ain't no such thing as too much stage time, because that's where you find out who you are as a comedian, who your audience is, what your best joke. That's where you find out everything about yourself, and you're going to fail 1,000 times before you succeed one time. And in that 1,000 failures, that's where you get the confidence to be like, I ain't going to just be coming up here getting through the set. I'm finna come up here and hit these. You PG-13, or I can say what I need to say?
You can say what you want. That's your you can say what you want.
I'm gonna hit these motherfuckers in their mouth. That's when you get that 1,000 times on stage. That's when you like, because you done failed, you done bombed, you done bombed in front of your mama and your sister, and your family don't want to talk to you no more because you done embarrassed them in public. That's the kind of stuff that make a comedian be like, you know what, I'm finna ride on their ass. And we went through those trenches together, man, and
Right.
that's the most important thing. Shoot, that was during the time, man. I did open mics for almost 10 years, not 10, maybe like 6 years before I started booking paid shows. Like, it wasn't no easy. And
Right.
even then, that wasn't no, like, you wasn't paying your rent. You was just getting enough to go to Go Chicken Go and get a number 6 and then get right back on the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's all the money we was making.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, that
And
stage
people don't
time is
understand.
everything, bro.
Right. And at Stanford's, you had 3 minutes to be funny. Literally
Yeah.
3 minutes to be funny. So
Yeah.
I never wrote my jokes. I wrote
Right.
I put a premise in my head. And since I did a lot of improv, and I'm very, very good at improv. Matter of fact,
Yes.
I don't write my show. I improv
Yeah.
all my questions or whatever is off the top of the
Yeah.
dome, because that's how I learned to be funny. You have to be funny
Yeah.
quick, fast, in a hurry. So I
That's
learned how to
right.
be able to get a premise. Okay, how can I make this premise funny and make it funny
Yeah.
quickly? So I made a premise funny. Matter of fact, I won Stanford back-to-back open mics, and then I had Stan Glaser come to me like, "Hey, you want to be in the best comedian in Kansas City contest?" And at the time,
Yeah.
I was working with Ricky Ramsey. Can't think of the other guys' names at this time, but I was working with a lot of them, and I just started to learn, like, a lot of things was going on in my life at that time, but I learned how to be funny, and I took that to Houston, and we started booking open mic nights in Houston. I was living in Houston.
Yeah, I remember.
So you learn quickly. It's just like I said, a lot of things was going on in my life, and I started stepping away from the comedy altogether so I could get my life right. You know what I'm saying? Around me, because you even said that. You was like, you came to me, you said, "Man, this is the best time to write the best jokes when you going through." And I was like, I didn't see it at the time because hell was breaking loose. So I wasn't thinking about that. But you was like, "Man, you need to hit the stage now because you can let all that out." And I did.
Yeah.
I let it best hurt. It was bad. So it was horrible. It was horrible. So I wasn't put it like that. I wasn't doing anything that was remotely close to funny at that time. I was doing stuff that could have got me in jail. So
you was going through it, bro. That was like I'm gonna tell a brief version of the story of the Tupac moment. I didn't realize how much stress you was under, but it was like you said, you was going through some personal, some domestic stuff, it was a bunch of stuff going on. Like, it was
a lot.
And I wasn't thinking about that. You was in the transitional, like, you was like, do I go? You was at the Y in the road, like, do I go this way to the dark side, or do I keep on pushing? So just for you to get through that without going to the dark side, I'm proud of you.
Right.
But this was the boiling point. This is when I knew you had some shit on your mind. We out here filming a comedy sketch with the kids where we was police officers or whatever, and it's a black family.
Play that every year. You know I play that sketch every year for kids going back into school. I play it every single year.
I did not know that, man. But so we at the park filming the sketch with the kids, with our kids. We just, because we trying to get our kids into acting, which they into. They doing their thing now, but they was little at the time. And we ain't thinking about, we minding our business. We ain't bothering nobody. We filming our sketch. And these people are having their family reunion. They looking at us like, what y'all doing with those kids over there? No, we like, what y'all talking about? What we doing? We filming a sketch. So I guess, so Dre wasn't having it that day. He was like, first of all, y'all need to mind y'all business. Don't worry about what the hell we doing over here. Y'all still there at y'all family reunion. Before we know it, we got 30 people surrounding us, ready to jump us. He in the middle of all of them, like, which one of y'all want it first? I take all y'all at the same time.
I was
I'm in
going
the
through,
car.
y'all. I
I'm,
was going through.
I'm dragging Dre, man. Come on, man. Let's get in the car, man. We got to get the hell up out of here. He's like, no, I'm ready to fight. Everybody in here. My kid, my, my kids are screaming and shit. Ah, Daddy! Ah!
In the back. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing,
Look,
bro.
so then we try to leave. Niggas is holding the door open. They won't let us close the door. They trying to drag
Trying
him
to
out the
snatch me out
car.
that door.
Man, we can laugh at it now.
Trying to
But
snatch
it
me
was,
up out the door.
man, that was a crazy moment, man. But look, that was like, those are the times that you remember, man. We was in the trenches, like trying to get our comedy off. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
And like I said, at that time I was under so much stress and I was trying to find a way to channel that. And just that particular day was just not my best
yeah,
day. It
hey,
wasn't my
they caught
best
you on
day
the
at all.
right day.
Hey
They caught you on
man.
the right
And
day.
when I say it like 28 days later, when all the zombies are trying to snatch you out the car, they trying to snatch me out the car. It's like 8 of them trying to snatch me out the car.
Yeah,
One dude jumped on the
yeah.
roof like a wild crackhead.
Man, I'm telling you.
Oh my God, dude. I would never do that again.
uh,
I would never put it like this. I would never do that again.
but it wasn't like you
Oh,
did nothing. It was like it happened to us and you reacted. You didn't do nothing. It's like we
right,
couldn't. We had no way of knowing they was gonna act like that. You know?
right. And
Yeah, that was
it
crazy.
was I was embarrassed because all I could hear was this man's kids in the background, and I'm still trying to fight. And I'm like, oh man, I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
So we did that. We did the police sketch. We also did we had the comedy show that we did. We did the sketch for that. We did the sketch for the Eagles Cowboys also. And
Shout out to Brittany Kimball. She killed it on that sketch, man. She came through. She did her
she
thing.
was a trooper on that one.
Yeah, that was a
And
good.
this is why, because I've been active for let's say since high school. And when I watched that video, we only had, I think, about a couple lines, but it was morally improv. A lot of it was just improv, and it was natural reaction, and it was so funny,
man.
how we played off of each other. And I would tell any actor, when you're in that type of setting, they give you free rein, relax and just do it naturally. And we did it naturally. And Brittany, man, she was that look. You was like, just look surprised, and I can't hear. I call fresh face. My eyes got big, and you was like, "Come in." I was like,
Yeah.
It was so much fun because he didn't tell me to do that. I just did it, and it was just funny. And then we watched the video back. Like, dude, keep that because that's funny.
Yeah,
just natural.
That was one
man.
of our first videos that went viral at the time too. Like that actually went viral.
Yeah,
that video did really well.
It did very well, and it's funny because now you look at everybody is doing videos now. You know, and this was back in
that was
2008.
2008, and then we went that night. We had a show at Westport Coffee House that night.
Yep. So
we was on it. We was on the grind back then.
Right, and it's because I was like, man, I wish it was kind of like what it was now. Because I mean, it's like almost like you could go viral doing something stupid. Like I swear to God, if we would have filmed, if someone would have filmed the way I was acting during that barbecue wrestling match, I would have went viral just for almost getting snatched out the car.
Oh yeah.
Dude tried to take me through my arm. He like grabbed my arm. But it's just like we were doing this, 12 years ago. And it's like everybody is doing that now. What do you think about comedians that are jumping from the viral video and trying to hop on stage? How do you feel about that?
To be honest, I think that can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you good.
Honestly, I think that it's where the internet is where everything is heading. Just like people stopped going to the movie theaters that much, and now they watching it. And I think and you know, like the art of stand-up comedy and what we do and how we can stand on stage for 30 minutes and an hour and make people laugh. They don't expect that anymore. Like a lot of these internet comedians, most internet comedians don't have an hour of original written material that they've polished that they can do, so they mix it up and you got three people on stage to do one set, or they'll do 10 minutes and they'll bring out a seasoned veteran. It's changing the dynamic of comedy, but at the end of the day, I don't think what we do is going to go away, because it ain't nothing like seeing your favorite comedian get on stage and take you on an hour-long story. But now, because they not going through the trenches that we went through, they not going through the pecking order of I'm a develop my style for 10 years. They don't have the material to do a whole show by themselves. So now you got 3 and 4 people on one show to make up for what we do by ourselves.
Right.
And I think that I won't say it takes away from what we built, but it's also like saying, you know, when they had the radio and everybody was listening to their favorite shows on the radio, and then TV came along and radios were no longer existed. So it's like either you figure out a way to fit it, not fit in, but still get your money and pull in your audience to where it's like, all right, I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this new age stuff. That's why we do our sketches and your podcasts and all that stuff. But at the same time, the root of what I do is me standing up here giving you that raw, funny, worth you paying your $25 for. He telling me some jokes that's relatable, and it ain't just no 15-second. I went viral for I'm on the toilet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like some real comedy, the root of stand-up comedy stuff. So I think it will help us if we figure out a way to flip it. Just like with this podcast, if we add our stand-up comedy to this, it's only taking it to another level. So it's up to us and how we choose to apply ourselves to it, because the game ain't gonna change backwards. It's only gonna keep going forward. People attention span gonna get shorter. People listen less. You know what I mean? Like, that's just where the world is headed. So to the young internet comedians that's figuring out how to become hundreds of thousandaires or millionaires doing that, I tip my hat off to them. But at the same time, they making me work harder. You know, I was a little bit like, at first I was like, man, y'all going to see this person and they ain't got 10 minutes of material. And then I said, look, you either gonna evolve or become extinct. So I was like, well, shit, I better figure out how to get out there and get it too.
Right.
That's
and
it.
I got about 4 minutes left. No, you're good. I got about 4 minutes left.
I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. You can hear me now?
Hold on, let me see something.
You gotta find you gotta talk to AT&T and tell them to get that fiber right.
I think it should be good. Let me see. Tell me if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear the feedback too.
Okay, well, if you can hear me, I just can't hear you. I can hear you on the stream, but I can't hear you on it.
I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I got a little bit of time left.
I'm gonna leave and come back in.
All right, I only got about a couple minutes left. Okay, I'm gonna let him know that I got a couple minutes left because I got to get out of here. But anybody who wants to get in contact with Charles Allen, basically all you got to do is look him up on social media. He's doing his thing on. He always posted up on Jump Funny Productions. So that's the production company that he's a part of. Jump Funny Productions. You can look on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram to see a lot of his comedy. Dude is 100% hilarious. You know, one of my favorite comedians that I met. So we can come on one more time. Here.
You got me?
All right, good.
Am I live?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right, good.
Yep, I can hear you.
My bad, man.
Right,
you know, I gotta work on my sound studio, bro.
Look, I got a couple minutes left.
Okay.
How can people get in contact with you? I know I've got a Jump Funny Productions. Yeah. I watch almost everything that comes out of Jump Funny. You got a lot of talented people. Do you know how many times I've been wanting to get a ticket just to come out, film, and go home? Literally, I can do it. I can do it now because tickets is what, 57.86 right now to go to LA and back. So I could probably do it right
to
now.
Houston round trip for $75 round trip. Not one way.
I'm coming to LA. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna take a trip to LA, film, and come back. And it's probably gonna cost me about $62. So I got it. First of all, let me get some. I gotta ask, some of my kids' mom for a little bit of child support money back so I can fly there and fly back. But I promise that I promise to pay. So as long as I promise to pay, then they get their money back. But yeah, just to come out there and hang with you. But tell everybody how tell everybody how they can get in contact with you or check out some of the things that you got going on with Jump Funny Productions.
Oh yeah, y'all follow me on all platforms. I'm at Charles Allen 79. Just like it sounds, ALLEN, Charles Allen 79 on IG, Twitter, Facebook. I'm a comedian Charles Allen. I'm Jump Funny Productions on YouTube. I got some stuff on there. I'm always putting up content, man. I'm counting my blessings. That's pretty much it. And then once everything open back up, I'll be behind the scenes working on some shows and creating some magic. So, I would love for y'all to come along on the journey with me. See a brother. We started in the trenches together on 27th and Prospect in Kansas City. Went through K-State in Texas, and now I'm out here. Still blessed to do my thing, man. So everybody that rock with me, that's a blessing to me. So y'all show love, and everybody been showing love. I appreciate y'all for showing love too.
Absolutely, and I know Kevin Roby said that he wants to bring you to KC. I know
Kevin Roby, let's do it, man. Let's do it, Kevin Roby. Much love to you, man. I see you out here. You be popping up for a brother, man. I appreciate you, man. You tap in with me. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna return the same love. So let me know how I can get out there to KC. It ain't nothing for me because I got kids out there. I got 2 kids in every state. So any show I book, I'm going to Nah, but on some real stuff though, man. I got family in KC. So Kevin Roby, let's do it, baby. Let's make this money, man.
Yeah, and most definitely got to get you. Just got to get you out here, man. So we could do. We haven't did a skit in a long time, man. Just to sit down.
You already know.
And to get something popping out here, man. So just to bring some old, some old things back. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you and what you could do. And what I was going to ask you permission, but now since you're here, I'm going to ask you permission that I can take some of your because I know that you post clips of your comedy.
Right.
I know you post them on your IG a lot. But I want to take clips of those of your comedy, put it in MP3 form so I could play it during my show. So I could be able to have a buffer, not just music, but to be able to show that you got things cracking out here that we need to listen to and have some fun going on. So I might be talking about something serious, and then I want you to plug in so I can cut the monotony. Because trust me, I was going at it about voting today. So, trust me,
hey, but that's real, man. Look, we got to vote, bro. Like that's on some real stuff. All jokes aside, man, it's no joke. We're in a place where we have even people that say that my vote don't count. No, that ain't my vote don't count in 2020. You have to vote. You have to vote.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like so for real.
So go out.
And
make sure you guys
already win, or what you? Yes. Are you cool on everything?
I'm straight.
Yeah.
I am straight. Make sure you guys are checking out Charles Allen again. Let me give you a round of applause for everything that you're doing.
Appreciate it, man.
And look,
you have all the access to all my stuff, man. Whatever you want to do, all access, brother. Don't even trip.
Yeah, because I didn't want to take it. It's even like, hey, what? Yeah,
nah,
you actually come across and be like, is that me? He didn't even ask me.
No,
so I want to make sure that I ask. I want to be, I want to be formal with my asking. But I got to get you back. I got to get you back on so we can have a longer show, so we can talk more about comedy and we can start talking about Hollywood and start talking about how it, just trying to get into acting and stuff like that, because we got
Right.
a lot of talented people in Kansas City. Janelle Monáe is
Right.
doing her thing in Hollywood, so we want to bring out more Janelle Monáes, more Charles Allen's behind the scenes, so we can start in flooding Hollywood with some of this Midwest talent, some of this down south talent, so wherever you from. Bring this out to Hollywood, man, so we can change the dynamic of Hollywood and blacks in Hollywood, man. So we got to get you back onto the show so we can talk about that more.
Hey, so before you go, hold on 1 second. Before you go, this hat right here, you see this? Can you see this?
Got the champion hat?
Can you see it though?
The
Can you
KC
see
hat?
it? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, that's a real one though. That ain't no. That's the real one.
I'll see.
So you know,
I actually bought mine at Ross. So
You bought it at
I
Ross?
don't know if it's real or not.
look, I got a little dust on it and everything. I don't even wear it. It got dust on it, man.
That's dope.
But that's the real deal, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
Shout out to Kansas City. Love always, man.
Absolutely. And
Always.
then you know, LA Lakers just won. So shout out to LA.
Then I got
right now.
the Dodgers on too. You know, this
Oh, you
just so
got
I don't
Dodgers
get
So
this just so I don't get jumped
Beat
by.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. For real, LA is about they about their sports teams. Unless it's the Clippers.
Man.
But they do not play about them other
Yeah.
sports teams that they know. So let's be
Yes,
real.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let me let you go. I'm gonna holler
All
at
right,
you.
brother.
Much love to you. We're gonna get you on next week on a longer show. So we'll make sure to. I'm gonna call you so we can get you on, get you a longer show, so we can talk about more about how we can get more black people in Hollywood, man. Love you, bro. Peace out.
Love you too, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Nah, no problem, man. Thank you. So again, that was Charles Allen. Make sure you guys are checking him out at Jump Free Productions. Make sure you follow him on Charles Allen 79 on all platforms. I love y'all. Peace and shalom to everyone. And I appreciate everybody who tuned in to the Dre Mac Show. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all on the second show. So again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Peace and shalom to everyone.